No such thing as a life that's better than yours. No such thing as a life that's better than yours. Alright, enough J. Cole for this video. Sorry about that. But the topic of today's video, love yours. Alright, so outside of the horrendous rapping in the show that I just put on, I do sincerely apologize. Why am I talking about love yours? The reason that it's a top 5 favorite song for me is because of the message behind it. I am a firm believer, I believe wholeheartedly in the fact that blessings come to those who already appreciate what they have. You basically get back the energy that you put into the world. So if you're someone who loves their everyday, that regardless of whether you're living in a freaking studio apartment in the middle of the ghetto or, a $20 million mansion in LA, if you're the same level of happy in both, you are actually successful. Successful is not having a ton of money, having a lot of accomplishments, having a big house, a nice car, so on and so forth. Because you see a lot of people who are depressed with those things. The people who are the happiest are the ones who literally every day, regardless of their situation, love where they're at, love their lives, love the people that surround them. And I do believe that life gives back that energy and allows for you to continue to thrive and achieve based on you putting that into existence. I might have said a whole lot of hot air to some of you, but for me, I literally thought that I was wealthy when I got my first accounting job making $7.25 an hour. Maybe it's because I'm a finance guy and I just realized, hey, I've got a budget within these current constraints, but I literally feel the same way as I do today from when I made $7.25 an hour. There's never an amount of money that made me happier, made me more sad, and actually the more money that I started to attain, the more I realized that it never really mattered, that money is a byproduct of you enjoying your current situation and your current life. Because if you're not enjoying your current life, you're not going to be able to put in the work, because you're not going to have the excitement and the passion around what you're doing to actually attain those levels of wealth. Love yours. Why do I continue rapping back to that thing, or that saying, or that song title? It's because I can't stress enough that if you are on Instagram or Facebook or TikTok and you think to yourself, man, if I just had what that person had, I would be so happy. Or no shit that person's living the life, look at how much they have. I promise you, with every fiber in my body, if you would trade places with that person in terms of wealth, accomplishment, and achievement, but you kept that same mindset, you would be miserable, and it would only be exemplified and amplified because you now have money to expose all of your insecurities and shortcomings. The way to actually get to those things is by being passionate, being excited, and loving everything around you. Because when those things start going into play, you're able to put in the time necessary, the effort necessary, and you want to learn and you want to grow, which then leads to those levels of wealth. I have yet to find a truly wealthy individual, yes, monetarily speaking, not trust fund people, and yeah, feel free to point out the 1% of the 1%. I have yet to find someone in my life, whether out of all the entrepreneurs that I work with, out of all of my peers, friends, acquaintances, who are at a level that I would deem to be successful or wealthy, who didn't already have a situation in which they loved when they were broke. And I haven't met an individual who's successful and wealthy in that term of the definition who wasn't or who wouldn't go back to having nothing. I always talk to my brother Sam, and he's the one who edits these videos, so he's going to see it, and yeah, I'm talking about you. I guess I kind of say it in a joking manner, but I'm completely genuine. He has a studio apartment in downtown Phoenix, and I literally tell him probably more than anyone else should, or I just bring it up every time I go there. I'm like, yo, this place is fucking dope. Like, this is an awesome spot you have here. Like, I would honestly kill for this place. Now, could I afford that place? Of course. But what I mean by that is, for me, there's like this level of excitement that if I went back to being at zero and needing to find a minimum wage job to make ends meet again, that I would literally love that, basically challenge. And I would feel like, yo, I've got nothing to lose now, or very little to lose. Like, the more you start accumulating, the more you start having things and materialistic objects, those things are really just things that you can lose if you stop trying to, or if you stop earning, if you stop living, the current life that you're in. For me, it literally comes down to, if you're not good in a studio apartment, in the middle of some hood or ghetto somewhere, paying literally close to nothing, or maybe even living with 3 or 4 roommates, then you really don't deserve any level of success or wealth in the monetary definition of looking at it, because you don't deserve it, because you're going to hate it anyway. And if you think that's an out, then you really don't get it. No such thing as a life that's better than yours. No such thing as a life that's better than yours. Because you have to love yours. Love everything that you have today, because everything that you have today is what's going to be the foundation for where you're going next. Thank you so much for watching. I look forward to talking with you again soon.